Hello my friends, it's Caddy. I'm sharing my 38th process video with you today. And today's layout is for two special reasons that I created this layout. First is for the Sketch and Scrap blog, which you can see this is a sketch that we used or we followed. I'm actually a part of their design team now. So we're following this sketch for the month of July, and this is my layout. And you will see my process begin in just a second. Now Sketch and Scrap also does card sketches, which is this is the one for the month of July. It's a very cute little card sketch, and this is my take on that July sketch. So if you'd like to follow along, just visit sketchandscrap.blogspot.com, and you can go ahead and follow along with the sketches every month, and they do have prizes every month, and it's just a really great community to be a part of. This is also going to be for the Victoria Marie. I'm also a member of the Victoria Marie Design Challenge team, which is on Facebook, and I won't be an active member until January, but I am a part of the team. So this is a challenge by Colleen, and this was back in June. This was actually the first challenge that we issued as a team. And it was by Colleen, and it was called Before and After. So basically you had to just scrap a picture, before and after picture, and that's why I immediately thought of these photos of my kids. I scrapped the first day of school and the last day of school. So so this is a special layout. It's for two design teams that I am a part of. So be sure to check out Sketch and Scrap. It's sketchandscrap.blogspot.com, and Victoria Marie, you can check her out at Facebook, a Victoria Marie Facebook group. So for this layout, I'm using all of these products that I'm using are from Simple Stories. Using the Daily Grind collection, as well as a Snap Studio collection by Simple Stories. So I'm beginning with that. The sketch has a circle, element behind it. So I'm beginning with that. That's a pack of pages for I guess a journal or something, but I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm just using it to back my photo. And then I put just a bag that I had from, I don't even know where I got it from. It was sitting on my desk, and I used that bag behind it just to just so that it wouldn't be so busy behind with the polka dots on there. And I just tied some ribbon on there. And then these are the two photos that I'm using. Like I said, it was one photo from the first day of school, when my kids went to school the first day, and then one is from the last. So it's funny because I always take the school pictures in the same spot by the same piece of furniture, but I don't know why I didn't take it this year for the first day of school. So I took the one for the last day of school by the same piece of furniture, but I didn't take the first one. So you can't really see the growth but it's okay. I mean, you can still see how they, their faces changed, and you can see the difference from the first to the last, so it's okay. So what I did, I cut out a piece from the inside of that whole paper just to use on the top right and bottom left, because the sketch does have clusters on those two spots. So either way, the back of that is not going to be showing, so I cut that out, and I'm going to use that for that. And there I go. I'm just taking that branding strip from the paper, and I'm just going to use that down there as well. And I don't know if actually I end up using that down there, but I don't have the layout in front of me right now, but I thought about using it down there. I think I do. So I'm just adhering my photos. I'm matting that one on some white paper just to make it pop a little bit more. And this was such a fun layout to do. I knew when I saw that Facebook post by Colleen for that challenge, I immediately knew I wanted to use these photos, because it's something that I had to scrapbook anyways, and and I hadn't had a chance to do it because I went on vacation, and you know, I've had a lot going on. So I saw that sketch from Sketch and Scrap, and I said, oh my gosh, that's gonna be perfect for this Victoria Marie challenge, you know, to use it. So I you know, got 2 challenges done in one. So you know, it's a lot of fun. And if you guys, like I said, if you guys don't follow Sketch and Scrap, make sure you go to the website. It's a very fun group. It's a great group of ladies, and you know, you can enter, you link your whatever layout or card you make, you can link it to their site, and then you know, you're entered for the prize every month. And you know, and it's just a lot of fun. We have a ton of ladies that are subscribed, and that not subscribed, but that follow the blog, and that they play along, and it's so fun to see them, you know, and their take on each and every sketch. And you know what, I am not one to scrap with sketches a lot, at least I never was. But you know, I mean, I mean, who hasn't followed a sketch? You know, you can get tons of sketches on Pinterest, and you know, there's tons of sites. But you know, now that I'm a member of Sketch and Scrap, it's so nice to have, you know, the layout kind of decided for you, you know. And it doesn't mean you don't have to be, you know, or you can't be creative, because you can still be creative, and you can still you know, to put your own twist on it. You don't have to follow things exactly the way they are. But you know, I did for the most part. You know, I mean, obviously there's subtle changes and things that you make, you know, depending on what you have and stuff. But you know, basically you can just kind of take a sketch and make it your own. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm having a great time with Sketch and Scrap. I can't wait to, you know, do more projects with them. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun, and you know, I hope you guys will play along, because it's a great group, like I said, and it's just fun to have kind of the layout sort of planned for you. Because you know what, I don't wake up every day super inspired to scrap. You know, I just don't. You know, I'm sure you guys, you know, must be the same. I mean, you know, you can't just wake up every morning and say, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and this, and I'm gonna scrap this page like this, you know. On most days I am, which is great, but not every day. So, you know, a sketch is like a really, really great starting point for that, you know, just to get you started. So now I took those little, that little red, like it was like a banner, like a long, or like a border, I think it was, from a little pack of school things, you know, little school related borders. So I took this one, and it says the top one, you know, or the half that I cut up on top says first day of school, and then I cut the rest of it on the bottom, and I'm just using those Kaisercraft little mini alphas to write last day of school, or last day, and then I think the date is what I put on there. So yeah, so as I was saying, it's just a lot of fun to use a sketch, and it's a great starting off point, and you know, it's fun because as you go along and you kind of, you see what is on a sketch, you know, like if there's a cluster on one corner, you can kind of start, you know, as you go on, you know, as you go through your layout, you kind of go and see, okay, I want to use this, and this would be good in this cluster, and it's just really fun. So yeah, make sure to follow along and play along, and I'm going to be doing these videos every month. I did show you guys in the beginning my card. I did make a card as well. That was actually the first card I ever made. I've never made a card before. I don't know why. I just never have. I've just been like a scrapbooking person. I've never made a card, but it was such fun to make, and you can actually go on my blog and you can see my my process, you know, or, you know, not my process, but I didn't record the process, but you know, on my blog I wrote, you know, what I did, and I described all the products that I used. So if you're wondering, you know, anything that I used or what I did, you can find that on my blog, and I will put the link below, and I will link to Sketch and Scrap as well below. So if you guys want to check them out, you can do that as well. So here I go. I'm just embellishing, and I'm just taking the sticker sheets from that same collection, the Daily Grind and the Snap Studio collection, and I have a ton of this stuff from this collection. I actually found a lot of stuff from this collection at a local store here that we have. I believe it was at Burlington Coat Factory. They don't have scrap stuff anymore, but I got all this stuff and a lot of these like embellishments, you know, embellishment packs, like the flare badges and the brads and the, you know, the 6x6 paper pad and all that. I got really cheap. You know, I got for like $1.99, you know, $3.99. Everything was really cheap. So I got a bunch of stuff and I haven't used it all that much, but I really like this collection for my kids' school pictures. I think it just goes really well because, you know, it just has a ton of cute stickers and, you know, the days of the week and just things that really go really well with the school theme. So I've used this collection for school layouts a few times already, and I will continue to do so because I have a ton of stuff, like I said, from this collection. So I'm hoping to get that used up, and I will do a layout share or an album share for my kids' school. I think maybe when I get this year done, I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. I have a few album shares pending to do. So I just have, you know, I find that I have so many albums that I'm almost done with, and there's just like one page I need to do, or, you know, just like little finishing touches that I want to put on things, and I don't do it. And I need to do that because I want to get things, you know, done and be able to say I'm done with this album. I don't need to open it anymore unless I'm just going to look through it. So I'm going to be working on that, and I will have album shares. I also have a scrap room tour pending, so I'm going to do that as well very soon. Like I said, I was on vacation and I've had a lot going on at work, so I haven't had time to really focus on my scrap room. And of course, you know, I wanted to get these challenges done and these you know, and kind of the things I need to get done. So, you know, I haven't been able to focus on my scrap room and on my albums, but I will be doing that very soon. So there I'm just using those pieces that I cut out from the back of that circle paper and just putting those behind my clusters, and I'm just going through the embellishments and just finding little things that go and that would look cute with the page. And I found you know, a bunch of little things. There's a little camera that I put on the bottom, and there's, you know, little I use brads. This Snap collection has some brads. There I go with the brads, and I'm going to use the brads because they're really cute. I haven't used brads in a while. I think brads are not the cool thing anymore. You know, a lot of people don't use them anymore, but I like them. I mean, they're just like flare badges. You know, they're dimensional and they add like a fun touch to a layout. So I use them. I like them. You know, I find myself that I have so much stuff. I mean, and when I really think about it, I don't have that much stuff. I've seen some videos of some of you ladies on YouTube, and oh my gosh, you have a lot of stuff. And I have a lot of stuff, but I just don't think it even begins to compare with, you know, what you guys have. So, you know, my stash is not so out of control, but I do want to use it. Like I've said before, I want to join a kit club. I think that's the best. I think that's the best way to go. And I do want to get my stash down a bit though. So I'm probably going to be creating some kits with my own stash and working through that, and I'll probably be doing that next week for my Work It Wednesday challenge, little challenge I have for myself. So we'll see. I'll probably be working on that next week. So I want to definitely get some stash worked through so I can, you know, get a kit or become a member of a kit club and not feel so bad that I have so much stuff lying around, because I don't want to just throw it away or give it away. I mean, I will if I'm not using it, but you know, I want to use it because most of the stuff I buy is because I like it, so I want to use it. So yeah, so okay, so I've just been rambling on. And I mean, my layout is pretty self-explanatory. You know, I've just been using that collection and just kind of embellishing and finding stickers that go here and there and brads and you know, that's pretty much what I've done. And it was a lot of fun to make this layout. So I hope you guys like it. And remember to leave me any comments you have below. I love to hear from you guys. It's a lot of fun to get comments and just, you know, see what you guys think. And also my new series, I'll have a new video up between Sunday or Monday for my Out of the Pocket series. Out of the Pocket. What am I talking about? That's Jen Scouse. Think outside the box. That's what I meant. Oh God. Okay. I've been watching Jen Scouse, so I'm sorry. So yeah, this video has been a lot of me rambling on and on, so I'm sorry about that, but I guess I just kind of wanted to catch up. I actually wanted to do a video, like a catch-up video, just to kind of tell you guys what was going on and stuff. So I guess this is gonna be it. So this is my catch-up video, as well as my sketch and scrap project, as well as my Victoria Marie challenge, you know, entry year. So yeah, so I'm just finishing up here. I'm just putting the final touches, just adding the final little embellishments, and there I go. And here's another look at the sketch from Sketch and Scrap, and here's a picture of my layout. You remember to check out my blog if you guys want any details on the card I made. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this and my rambling. Have a great day. Bye bye.